Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Vacu grips. Why they're useful, why all the pros use them, and how to install them. Okay, first things first, what is a Vacu grip? All right, the Vacu grip is a hole that's too big for the grip at the top, right? So if you look at my ball here, the Harsh Reality Pearl, right, you can see a gap at the top, right, between the grip and the hole. That's because I use an oversized drill bit for the top half of the hole. So for my own personal use, I use a 31-32 drill bit at the bottom of the hole so the finger grip fits snugly at the bottom. And at the top, I use an 1 1/64 drill bit, right? So the top is gonna be bigger than the grip. As you can see the gap here between the grip and the top of the hole. So that allows for expansion when I put my hand in the ball, right? This is very useful when I travel to tournaments all over the world, different climates, different food, different everything. My hand's a little smaller, a little bigger sometimes. I need that Vacu sensation to keep a nice tight snug feel on my hand wherever I go. So the main purpose of a Vacu grip is for comfort, right? You always want to have the same feel no matter what time of day you're bowling, no matter what you eat, and no matter where you are in the world, right? So more and more often I'm starting to do Vacu grips for more and more people. Just if I do a 31-32 hole and put the grips in, right, they come back and sometimes it's too tight, sometimes it's too loose, but the grips haven't changed size. Their fingers have changed size over the course of the day, the week, whatever it may be. Second portion, why do all the pros use Vacu grips? Almost all the pros that I've bowled with over the last few years, Vacu grips in every single ball, right? The pros are traveling every week, new climates every week, new destinations. They're bowling in the morning, they're bowling in the afternoon, they're bowling at night, and the Vacu grip is one way to assure a consistent feel across the board. Two-handers, one-handers, doesn't matter. Vacu grips are the way to go if you're gonna bowl a lot of games and you're bowling every single week. Okay, as you can see the finished product here in my Harsh Reality Pearl, we have a brand new ball here, my mix, new spare ball. I'm gonna drill the Vacu grips in this ball and we're gonna show you how it's done. And if your pro shop operator can't do it, run for the hills. Okay, we're here at the drill press. I'm about to drill the Vacu grips in my brand new mix. So I have a 1 1/64 drill bit in the press right now. So that's 3 sizes up from a 31-32. Right in between the 31-32, we got a 63-64, 1 inch, and then 1 1/64 is what I am gonna Vacu my finger holes to. So you can do any size that you'd like above 31-32 for a Vacu grip, right? The bigger you go, the bigger the hole's gonna be at the top, and the more give the grip is gonna have. So I kind of did some trial and error. I tried a bunch of different sizes. 1 1/64 is the perfect one for me. All right, so we got Jimu, our two-handed Team Canada member, going to Korea. He vacuumed his finger holes to 1 inch. So that's 1 size smaller than I do, right? That's gonna give the finger grips less give, right? So that's what he likes, that's what you feel comfortable with, that's what he does. Goots, on the other hand, he does one bigger than me. He does 1 1/32, just because he likes a little bit more give. Sometimes he likes to dig his fingers in a little further. So you gotta know what you like, you gotta try a few different sizes, and settle on the one that fits perfect. Okay, here in JR Pro Shop, we use turbo grips. Thank you, Perry Crowell. And the grip is 1 3/4 inches long. So in my first drill bit here, 1 1/64, I'm gonna go down 1 inch. So that leaves 3/4 of an inch at the bottom for my 31-32 hole. So the grip snugly fits down at the bottom. And at the top, we have 1 1/64 for the big hole, the Vacu at the top. All right, let's get started. We got the hole done. As you can see, there's a ledge right in the middle of the hole, 1 inch down from the top. So the grip is gonna fit snugly in the bottom, and we're gonna have a nice, bigger open hole at the top for the give of the grip, hence the Vacu. All right, I'm gonna complete this ball, and I'm gonna show you how to put the grips in. Okay, we're done drilling. The hard part is done. Now the fun part, right? We gotta bevel the edge of the holes, and then we're gonna install the grips, and then our ball is complete. Make sure you bevel those finger holes, guys, after you drill the ball. Amateur hour if you don't. All right, we just got done drilling the holes on the mix. We're about to put the grips in, right? But before we do that, there's 6 different types of grips from Turbo. I use the Quad Classic Pros. These are harder. They're really hard rubber, hard to squeeze. The other popular ones from Turbo are the Quad Classics. That's what we use here in the pro shop. They got 4 different sides, Quad Classic, and the customer can have their choice of which side they want to use. And they got the Mist Quads, which are smaller, and then they got 3 other different ones, a little bit variations between them. All right, so for me, I use a 23 and a 45. I use the oval side, not the lift, so just nothing. So I'm gonna put them in, but I'm gonna leave them sticking up just a hair, and then we're just gonna glue the front. Gotta make sure it's straight, because they are ovaled. Don't wanna be cockeyed with this. Give it about 20 seconds for it to dry. But as you can see, it's sticking up a little bit. The back is a lot sticking up, right? I got a 1/4 reverse in the middle finger, and I got an inch reverse in the ring finger. My fingers don't bend, so we need the holes to go away. So we got this problem now, right? We're just gonna cut the grips off. Slice, right? It's illegal to have stuff protruding from your ball Jimu. All right, very simple. Nice sharp razor blade. Just give the top a nice slice around. Just like that. Now we are legal. All right, we just completed the Vacu grip installation. As you can see, not that difficult. A few things I want to go over just to recap and wrap this video up. The top of the hole can be any size you'd like, as long as it's bigger than the grip. So 31, 32 is the most common size for the grip. So as long as the top of the hole is bigger than that, you will have a little bit of suction. So it's up to you how big you want to go. As you can see, 3 of us in the shop, we do 3 different sizes, right? So totally up to you. There is one con to doing a Vacu grip. That's the grips, they wear out faster, right? They're gonna keep expanding when your finger goes in. They're gonna wear out, they're gonna expand, so you're gonna have to change your grips more often. Grips are pretty cheap, so not the end of the world. There's one other con to doing a Vacu grip if you're just starting out. If you do it and you don't like it, you're gonna have to plug the holes, put the original hole back in because it's gonna be too big, right? There's no other way around it, you're just gonna have to plug it. So, but I think it's worth giving a try on like an old used ball. If you wanna give it a shot, just drill the top a little bit bigger, throw the grips back in, and try it out. There is a few other ways to do the Vacu grip method, but the one I showed you is the simplest. Hit the span with the first bit and just go to the 31 bit right after, drill the same hole, and consult your pro shop operator if you wanna try it. And if he won't do it for you or he can't, run for the hills. This is like one of the most simplest things you can do. Thanks again to Perry from Turbo sponsoring the channel and giving us all these inserts to use. Couldn't do it without you. Also, thank you to Mark Buffa and Spectre. Taught us everything we know in the pro shop, how to drill, how to do Vacu grips, etc. So huge shout out to Mark Buffa, Spectre. If you're keeping your specs on pen and paper, you gotta switch to software. Spectre Pro Shop software. And then question to end the video, what do you use for your fingers? You use no grips, you use regular finger grips, you use Vacu grips. What do you use? Let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.